Can the Reliance Nippon Life Smart Pension Plan provide a stable income stream for a financially independent retirement? Let us find out through an in-depth analysis in this video. Hi, welcome to holisticinvestment.in. We help individual investors like you to make the right financial and investment decision to reach your financial goals in a more faster and smarter way. Now, before analyzing this policy, let us first understand what is this policy is about. So, this is a unit-linked, non-participating individual pension plan, and some of the key features of this policy are: you can select a policy term ranging from 10 years for single premium and 15 to 30 years for regular or limited premium based on your preference. You can even boost your retirement savings with loyalty additions and choose a vesting age between 45 and 75 years for added flexibility. And you can extend your retirement age to suit your needs and receive a regular income through your chosen annuity option. You also have the option to withdraw up to 60% of the accumulated corpus at retirement or vesting. Now, what are the benefits available under this policy? There are two kinds of benefits available. First is the death benefit, which the nominee or the legal heir will get if the policyholder unfortunately passes away during the policy term. So, in this policy, on the death of the policyholder, the higher of fund value as on the date of intimation of death, or 105% of the total premiums paid, including top-ups if had any, till the date of intimation of death, will be paid to the nominee. So, how to utilize the death benefit? You can either utilize the entire proceeds of this policy or part thereof for purchasing an immediate annuity or deferred annuity at the then prevailing rate from this policy or another insurer at least currently 50% of the entire proceeds, using the 50% of the entire proceeds. And in case the proceeds from this policy is not sufficient to purchase a minimum annuity, then the proceeds of the policy shall be paid as a lump sum amount. Now, the maturity benefit is something the policyholder will get once the policy matures, which is till the end of the policy term. So, when at the end of the policy term, if the policyholder survives till then they will get this maturity or vesting benefit in case as this is a pension plan. So, here what they will get is the higher of fund value as on the maturity or vesting date, or 101% of the total premium paid, including top-ups if they had any, up to the maturity or vesting date will be paid. So, how to utilize the vesting benefit? Either to utilize the entire proceeds or commute up to 60% of the fund value and utilize the balance amount to purchase an immediate annuity or deferred annuity from this policy at the then prevailing annuity rate, or at least used currently 50% of the entire proceeds of the policy net of commutation to purchase a different immediate annuity or deferred annuity from a different insurer. So, the minimum deferment period of the policy should be at least 5 years, and in case the proceeds from this policy are not sufficient to purchase a minimum annuity, then the proceeds of the policy shall be paid as a lump sum. Now, let us take a look at the fund options available under this policy. So, policy offers you Pension Smart Fund 1 on the commencement of the policy. So, for policies where the premiums are discontinued during the lock-in period, the fund value will be moved to the Pension Discontinued Policy Fund. So, here in the tabular column, you can see how these fund options are given asset allocation to equity, government securities, money market instruments based on the percentage of allocation it is given to these asset classes, and also what kind of risk profile these fund options possess. Now, let's move on to understanding the various charges present under this policy. Number one is the mortality charge, which this policy charges you for providing you with life cover, and this charge will be deducted from your fund value under the base plan and top-up premium, and the mortality charge will vary depending on the amount of your life insurance cover and what is the attained age of the life assured and what is the occupation of the life assured and the health of the life assured and the fund value. Or based on all these factors, the mortality charge will differ. Next up is the premium allocation charge. This is deducted as a percentage of the premium and before the allocation of the units each time a premium is received. Another charge is a fund management charge. So, it is 1.35% for the Pension Smart Fund 1 and 0.5% per annum for the Pension Discontinued Policy Fund. So, next up is the policy administration charges. So, under the regular unlimited premium policy, 40 rupees per month will be deducted as a policy administration charge from the 6th policy year till the end of the policy term. Under the single premium policy, the policy administration charge per annum is 0.50% for policy years 2 to 5 and 0.75% for year 6 onwards. The next step is the the discontinuance charge. It depends on the year of discontinuance, the premium amount. So the thing is, these charges associated with this policy are relatively high compared to other market linked investments. So like premium allocation charge, policy administration fee, discontinuance charge, these all act as additional overhead for investors, because over time these costs can substantially reduce your overall return, which is a major drawback. Now moving on to the advantages and disadvantages of investing in this policy. So the advantages are your premium payment frequency can be adjusted on the policy anniversary within the premium paying term. Loyalty additions enhance your fund value over time. You have the option to grow your retirement corpus further with top-up premium. You can benefit from equity participation while enjoying the security of a capital guarantee. So these are the advantages. The disadvantage are only 60% of the maturity benefit is eligible for commutation. The death benefit here includes either the fund value or the premium paid with no specified sum assured. And policy loans are not offered with this plan. The plan has a 5-year lock-in period. Only the net premium after applicable charges is invested. The annuity is fixed and fully taxable. So these are all some major drawbacks of this policy which you need to carefully consider before deciding to invest in it. Now, as we have a basic understanding of this policy, let us move on to the analysis part of the video, where we are going to see whether investing in this will be helpful for us in the long term or not by calculating the IRR, internal rate of return of this policy based on the provided benefit illustration in the policy brochure. So this will help us make an informed decision. Let us just for an example consider that a 35-year-old male has chosen this policy with an annual premium of 50,000, a policy term of 20 years and a 10-year premium paying term. Two payout options are available here. Either commute 60% of the vesting benefit and receive an annuity on the remaining 40%, or use 100% of the vesting benefit to receive a lifetime annuity. So here how we are going to calculate is based on two assumed investment return like 4% and 8% per annum to give you a better scenario on what is the worst case scenario, what is the best case scenario. Like worst case is for 4%, best case is for 8%, just to give you an idea of how this fund can perform in best and worst case scenario. Note that these figures are just for example purpose and they do not represent guaranteed returns, or nor are they the only upper or lower limit of range in this policy. So just for a calculation purpose, as you can see, in the vesting benefit at 4% it will be 6.71 lakh, at 8% it will be 12.20 lakh. So here the life expectancy is assumed to be 85 years for annuity calculation. So in the option 1 where you can commute 60% and receive annuity on 40%, the 4% scenario, your 60% commutation yields you 4.02 lakh plus an annual annuity of 19,452 rupees. Here if you calculate the IRR for this cash flow, it only comes around 2.88%, while in the 8% best case scenario, your 60% commutation yields you 7.32 lakhs while giving you an annual annuity of 35,349 rupees, while the IRR here is 5.70% as per this policy's maturity calculator. This is for option 1 scenario. In option 2 where it is a 100% annuity plan, the 4% scenario, annual annuity of 48,630 rupees will give you an IRR of 3.66%, while in the best case scenario of 8%, you can see an annual annuity of 88,372 rupees will give you an IRR of 5.89%. So in all the cases, best and worst case scenario in both options, you can see your potential returns are lower than typical debt instrument return. Additionally, since the annuity is fixed, it lacks inflation adjustment, reducing your purchasing power over time. Overall, this policy has limitations on accessing the maturity amount, offers a fixed annuity with no inflation adjustment, lacks a comprehensive death benefit, and delivers subpar returns. So given these factors, the plan may not be ideal for your retirement savings. So as this policy is not giving us a desirable outcome, what we are going to do next is we are going to take an alternative investment approach where we are going to compare the returns from this policy with other alternative investments that can generate us regular income. So let's consider the same premium of 50,000 is invested for achieving the same. So what we are going to do is, if you are a low risk investor, investor, you might consider debt instrument. While if you're a high risk investor, you may opt for equity instruments, right? Like here, we will use an equity linked savings scheme ELSS for equity based investment just for comparison. This is also a tax saving tool. So we have selected the Reliance Nippon Life Smart Pension Plan 8% scenario for the annuity plan 100% scenario, like option 2, providing an annual annuity of 88,372 as the benchmark. So for comparison, here is a tabular column on your ELSS investment. So the post-tax maturity value is 27.48 lakhs, which you can see. So the amount is then invested in an instrument yielding a 7% return. So with an annual investment of with an annual withdrawal of 88,372 rupees, the ELSS investment would still retain a final corpus of 1.26 crores. We would like to highlight the fact that on death during the distribution phase, the annuity ceases under the policy and nothing is receivable after that. But here the IRR for this alternative arrangement stands at 8.84%. So in this alternative setup, the potential return is higher and the investment remains liquid, allowing you to access the corpus as needed. You also gain the flexibility to adjust your income over time to offset inflation. So these are some of the benefits that are not available with the Reliance Nippon Life Smart Pension Plan. So now, what is the final verdict on our analysis? Is the Reliance Nippon Life Smart Pension Plan worth the hassle or not? Worth the investment or not? You need to understand as an investor that what we need to understand is retirement planning involves two key phases: accumulation phase and the distribution phase. While this policy might provide an option to build a retirement corpus through market investment, this policy only offers a single fund choice, unlike other market linked investments that provides a broader range of options, and it also has a high agent commission. This policy also has limited death benefits, focusing solely on annuity payouts during the distribution phase. So this plan restricts the use of the accumulated corpus, leaving the policyholder with no choice but is to receive a fixed annuity. These limitations, restricted fund options like insufficient life coverage, fixed annuity payouts, and modest return, make this plan less favorable for retirement planning. Instead, consider building your retirement corpus through separate investment, which can provide an inflation adjusted income and complete flexibility over your retirement funds. Avoid relying on a pre-packaged pension or annuity plan as a primary income source, as a one-size-fits-all approach rarely suits retirement needs. If you want to read more about this policy, then you can definitely check out the blog post we have posted on our website through the link in the description. And if you want to gain more professional guidance through a professional financial planner, you can choose to book a one-on-one complimentary consultation with one of our professional financial planner through the link in the description. Also, if you want to gain more investment and financial insights through the leading experts in the finance industry, we also conduct regularly free live webinars through which you can register and gain these insights. The link is in the description. Also, if you like this video, definitely hit like and subscribe to our YouTube channel so we can come up with more such financially beneficial content for you. Thank you for watching.